minutes late. Though I can't say I'm surprised. I watched you come in here. I knew exactly when you would get here. So I'm not underwhelmed. I'm just whelmed. It's your job to prove me otherwise. Though I have to say, I am glad that you found this facility. A lot of our applicants have trouble following the simple instructions thus far. So, congratulations on passing the first step, I guess. It wasn't even meant to be a test, but a lot of these people do struggle. So, as you may or may not know, this is an interview, and I have a set of questions before me, which I will be asking you, and you will be answering the best you can and as honestly as possible. If you give information that we believe to be false, this entire process will be nullified and action will be taken. I am not allowed to discuss what actions those may be, as they are very much dependent on the severity of the situation, but also they may or may not violate the Geneva Convention. So, without further ado, let's get into this. So I have my notebook right here. As you can tell, this is a very nice notebook, which I have filled with plenty of information, both the questions for today and other privileged information. So let's see here, I have a few sets bookmarked. Okay, that you do not have clearance to see. Here we are. Okay, so let's begin, shall we? Now I will be recording your responses as appropriate. So to begin with, I do need your full legal name. Okay. Your social security number. Please do not be apprehensive. This is information we do need to know. We will find out one way or another, so I'll ask one more time. Your social security number? That's what I thought. And I will need your username and your password for your Friendster account. And, is that an uppercase or a lowercase 7? I know this is case sensitive. Thank you. Now, do you have any allergies that you are aware of? Okay. Do you have any allergies that you are unaware of? You're looking at me like you don't understand. I do need a response for every single question. Do you have any allergies you are unaware of? Thank you. Now, when you came here today, were you aware of being followed by someone within this organization? Interesting. Okay, and were you aware of being followed by someone not associated with this organization? Okay. Mildly concerning, but we can move on from there. Now, what is your blood type? If you do not know, we can always get a kit and test you in the back room. That is an option. Oh, and for some reason that jogged your memory. How convenient. Okay. And then how do you take your coffee on a normal morning? Oh, you're not a morning person, sure. Then how do you take your coffee in the afternoon? What about tea? How do you take your tea? That's respectable. Now, at this point in the process, would you consider us friends? Okay, then what would you consider us? That hurts a little bit. How close do you believe that we are? Okay, I'm gonna have to take away for that one. Now, let me propose a situation for you. You are in a coffee shop in Prague, in the Czech Republic. When you walk in, you see an elderly man wearing a cardigan. He is sitting at the bar, sipping on a latte. He has a pair of glasses, and he is chatting with the bartender, who is a younger lady. Next door to them, there is a young couple sitting at a table by the window, splitting a brownie. And finally, there is an older woman sitting next to the door to the bathroom, reading a book, likely non-fiction. Now, in this situation, are you safe? You have to be quicker than this. You have to be able to think on your toes, think on your feet. I need an answer. In 5, 4, 3, 2, okay. So, this was actually a trick question. You're completely wrong. You are not actually in Prague. You are in the Middle East, and you are about to get hit by a drone strike. None of you are safe. None of you survive. Okay, so I'm going to have to take away points for that one. But you can still recover at this point. Okay. Now, next question. Have you been banned from entering any states or countries? Are there any states or countries which you have not officially been banned from, but you are wanted in? Now, do you possess a United States government security clearance? And if so, what level? Okay. Do you possess a security clearance in any other country? Have you ever attended the opening of a Baskin-Robbins? That may be an issue. Okay, so at this point in the questions, would you consider us friends? Then what is our relationship at this point? How has it changed since the last time I asked you? So, the issue with that is you are supposed to feel strongly attached to me at this point, as if you can trust me fully with your life. That is a problem, but I do respect you for your decision. I am not always a trustworthy individual, though I am in this case, I assure you. In case you couldn't tell, this is my reassuring voice. Now, what have I not asked? Now, circling back to the Baskin-Robbins. Now, the relevance of this will come in due time. You can trust me. So, have you ever ordered a large Oreo milkshake from a Baskin-Robbins? Yes, specifically a large. And were you aware of the calorie count of said Oreo milkshake? Now, it may or may not be over 2,000 calories, but I'm sure you're fine. Yes, do not worry about that. Now, I believe it's time for me to pose a second situation. You are driving northbound on Interstate 85. The number is relevant, yes. You are stuck behind a semi-truck in the right lane, and there is a police car directly behind you. And all of you are going 72 miles an hour. The speed limit is 70. The left lane has a Chevrolet Malibu. It is silver, and it is from the year 2006. It is going 77. It starts to pass you, and then the semi-truck. The police car does not move over and has no intention of pulling it over. Do you follow it in overtaking the semi-truck? Well, the issue here is that this was also a trick question. The Chevy Malibu actually was laced with explosives. The semi-truck in front of you was carrying gasoline. None of you survive. These things are things that you should be looking out for. You completely missed the fact that the truck was hauling gasoline, or that the Chevy Malibu had wires hanging out from underneath the bumper. I am going to have to take away points from you here. Okay. So now I do need to tally up how well you've been doing so far. So please look away. This is information that you are not allowed to see. Big minus. That's a question mark. Did all there. Died in Prague. Baskin-Robbins. Out of 22. So your final score is a number that I cannot tell you. Now, I can tell you that you scored above the minimum threshold, and that you will be considered for the next round of testing. I would like to thank you for spending your time with me today. And you will be contacted in the same way in which you were contacted for this interview for the next stage, if you are chosen. Now, are there any questions you have for me? Yeah, I cannot answer any of those. Yes, no, you will find out what your position will be, the pay, and who you will be working for once you get past stage 4 of testing, at which point we know we can trust you enough with that basic information. The vast majority of the public cannot know. I have to be honest, I am slightly worried about some of the answers that you gave me, and that will be considered when making a decision on the next round of applicants. But you are safe from an untimely demise, and you are in a pretty decent position going into the next round. So I will not wish you good luck, because I do not care about you any more than any of the other applicants. So you are free to leave, and I ask that you do not speak with anyone walking out or anyone in the parking lot, because we may or may not be expecting another applicant to be arriving shortly after you. Yes. Yeah. Well, if we meet again, I will see you then. I will not be disclosing whether I expect to see you again or not. Goodbye.